Namaskar. Good evening to the viewers of Pandit Ravi Shankar Music Foundation. Once again, today is Guru Purnima special. Guru is aspiration, Guru is inspiration. Happy Guru Purnima to all the viewers. My salute to all the gurus who destroyed the darkness of ignorance with their light of knowledge. Today I feel privileged and happy to introduce you one of the eminent personalities again in our episode, Pandit Arvind Parikh ji, senior most disciple of Ustad Vilayat Khan Sahab. And whom to speak with Mr. Arvind Parikh, Sri Gaurav Majumdar is available always to take the conversation.
Thank you.
Namaskar Gaurav bhai.
Thank you. Namaskar. We are waiting for Arvindji's.
Yeah.
Can you see my picture?
No.
I think somebody has taken the.
वो भी record बजा रहे थे ना.
The host has asked you to start your video. Okay.
हाँ भी ठीक हो गया.
Uncle Pranam. Uncle Pranam, welcome to the show.
हाँ जी, thank you.
And we feel honored to have you in our show. Over to Gaurav da.
Pranam Arvindji, happy Guru Purnima. I hope you're doing well and so nice to see you.
I'm equally happy to be here, participate in an event in memory of one of the greatest celebrations of our country.
Thank you Arvindji. To begin with, being Guru Purnima, how would you like to remember your Guru, the great Ustad Vilayat Khan Sahab?
What would you like me to do? Sorry.
Because of Guru Purnima today, to begin with, how would you like to remember your Guru, the great Ustad Vilayat Khan Sahab?
देखिए, you will be surprised if I tell you that at the age of 17, I had never seen Khan Sahab. On the radio, I only listened to him, and I was told by an inner voice that here is your Guru. So when I met him, I was completely amazed to see an 18, 19-year-old youngster with a cigarette in his hand. And so that is how I started. And today, because we had a journey of 60 years, 60 years of association, it is okay. 1 second. Okay. Because we had an association of 60 long years, I cannot but say I am like a postman for him. He writes letters and I go and distribute it. So he is like a demigod to me. He had been so very kind to me. We had three kinds of relationship, if you like to call it. One is, of course, the Shishya, one of the most obedient, one of the long-lasting students. Secondly, I was his secretary looking after his administration, concerts, this, that, and other. And thirdly, he looked at me at times as a friend. Because we were almost same age.
Amazing. What a journey it must have been, Arvindji. And today, we are very happy and honored to have you to speak about our Guru, Pandit Ravi Shankar ji, whose centenary happens to be this year, 2020. And we would like to go on a journey of your association, your memories, reflections on Pandit Ravi Shankar ji. Where would you like to begin?
Well, you see, in my younger days, I belong to Ahmedabad. And Ahmedabad, there were hardly any musical atmosphere or concerts and worthwhile gurus. So radio was my guru, frankly. I used to listen to radio so very much. So I was listening to various sitar players all over India. And I'm talking this is 1940s. When I was born in 1927. So it was hardly 15, 16, 17, 16 years old. So to name a few, I was listening to Siraj Ahmed Qureshi, Muhammad Sharif Poonchwale from Lahore, radio, on radio. I used to listen to Haider Hussain Chugtai from Delhi. I used to listen to Yusuf Ali Khan and Ilyas Khan from Lucknow, from Waliullah Khan from Dhaka, and any number of Vinayak Khan students from Calcutta, Jitendra Mohan Sen, Sailen Das Gupta, Renu Kasaha, so many. Then I heard Ravi Shankar ji, and I was astounded, I must say. I said, here is something very different, something very divine. It's completely different. वो plucking instrument की जिस तरह बजता था, दार दा, आला भी इसी में होता था. So here is the melodic approach to music. And then, of course, I heard Ustad Vilayat Khan, and my destiny took me to him. So first time I heard Ravi Shankar ji on radio. Then subsequently I shifted to Bombay, and then of course I had an opportunity to listen to his many concerts. And he was very kind to me after the concert when I used to give pranams to him. He used to receive me very affably. But sometimes he was in a very mischievous mood also. And I would like to describe you one incident which happened. Brahman Sabha Hall is a very famous hall in Bombay for concerts. Ravi Shankar ji was playing there. And we were all listening. When ऊपर का लय में झाला फेंक रहे थे, तो मैं ऐसा कर रहा था. What he looked at me and he did this. I laughed and he looked at very mischievously at me. You see, so some such a wonderful memories I have, and then of course I had a further opportunity to meet him, but that's a little later. I would like to discuss.
So when you heard him the first time in person, and that must have been either in Ahmedabad or Bombay where you were, what was your reaction apart from feeling that the music was so different, was so divine? What was it? What really struck you about him, his personality and his music? Let's speak of both.
You see, in the initial stages when I heard his concerts, I was hardly 20 years old, 22 years old. Fortunately, I had a reasonably good background of music in my family, because I had started playing Dilruba, then I played violin, I played flute, I played all kinds of instruments. And then at the age of 14, I had started sitar. I was learning from one Makran Badshah, who was a student of Mushraf Khan, who was a student of Murad Khan, who was a student of Bande Ali Khan, the famous Khan. So I had a little background. So when I heard Ravi Shankar ji for the first time, I would like to describe to you one concert, morning concert in Lakshmi Bagh, when Pandit ji played Desi Todi. And Gaurav, I can tell you, I have hardly heard Desi Todi like this. It was superb, absolutely divine. And he was so merged and everything. And I must say, राग स्वरूप Ravi Shankar ji जैसा बहुत कम लोग थे. ऐसा beautiful वो देसी टोड़ी मेरे दिमाग में अभी तक है. So that is why my impression, as far as the personality is concerned, as far as music is concerned, all comes into one sentence, that music was divine.
How beautiful. How beautiful. So if we go back to, this is, you're talking of early 40s.
late 40s.
Late 40s. So this is then post independence, after independence.
Correct.
And what was the year you met Ustad Vilayat Khan Sahab for the first time? When was that?
You see, I had heard Vilayat Khan Sahab on the radio, as I said earlier. And when I met him for the first time, it was a very curious stupidity on my part that I had come to Bombay Radio for to give audition. सितार मिलाने को आता नहीं था उस टाइम पे, लेकिन हम समझते कि हम सितार ऑडिशन करेंगे. So because of my friendship with one of my friends, he told me that Vilayat Khan Sahab is coming to meet him in Bombay at so time. So I went there and I could not believe my eyes. Here is a young man with blue shirt, shaded glasses, even a cigarette in his mouth and a little red colored dabba. I said, is it that? Yeah. I said, how? I had expected somebody with dadi and sherwani and stick. But then he met me very nicely and that is how he, दो तीन गधे भी उन्होंने उस टाइम पे सिखाई मेरी which I could pick up very well. So he said, तुम बम्बई आ जाओ, मेरी कॉलेज में तुमको एडमिशन मिल गया है. You take admission and I'm a little hesitant to say, but I was first class student also. So academically, I got the admission in Edison College in no time, and I had my Mamu's flat. Very comfortably, I was settled. So that is how Vilayat Khan Sahab started.
So which year was that? Which year was that?
Actually, we started in I met him in 1943, but started in 1944.
44. That's before independence then.
Yes, yes.
And you were already playing the sitar. You had already started, and you were.
No, started to क्या बस वैसा ही था because Mr. Badshah was essentially a vocalist.
Okay.
But he had learned a little bit from Mushraf Khan. And actually, once when I pointed out to him while he was teaching me, Badshah साहब ये ऐसा बोल ऐसा नहीं हो सकता है. So he told me, look, Arvind, I am a vocalist. You better go sitar player. Don't come to me. That is how I met Khan Sahab, and it was my destiny to be frank, Gaurav. There was other Beankar and sitar player, and there is Muhammad Khan Beankar, you know, Rais Khan Sahab's father. At that time, he was reigning in Bombay. Practically all sitar players, about 15, 20 sitar, were learning from him. And they all said that, what are you saying? Muhammad Khan Sahab is sitting here and you are learning from Vilayat Khan Sahab. But my destiny was there. मैंने कहा आप कुछ भी बोलो, मेरे गुरु यही है, and I'm going to be it. So that is how God helped me in being with him for 60 years.
Wonderful, brilliant, brilliant. So, talking of the first concert, which was Desi Todi of Pandit Ravi Shankar ji. Now, how did that journey evolve into you knowing him more and knowing his music more? How did it go about?
I was studying in Elphinstone College, and opposite Elphinstone College there was a coffee house, and Ravi Shankar ji used to stay in Borivali at that time. So, but once in a week, or maybe once in 2 weeks, he used to come to coffee house in the afternoon to meet his friends and just chit chat and things like that. So from the college in the intermission, we used to go. I used to go to coffee house. उनको प्रणाम करने के लिए, उनका आशीर्वाद लेने के लिए मैं जाता था. तो मेरे को बड़ा प्रेम से, बहुत ही अच्छी तरीके से he used to receive me. And the one particular incident I must tell you. I lost your picture. Hello.
Yeah, I'm listening.
Yeah, now. You see, one day he told me something so very, very precious and so very important. He told me, he said, sit down, Arvind, here. I said, yeah. He said, you know, हम पढ़े लिखे लोग हैं ना, उसका दिमाग ठीक नहीं होता है. अच्छा, बोले हम ऐसा समझ रहे हम बजाने तैयार हो गए हैं. अच्छा अच्छा बजाने लग गए हैं, कभी ऐसा नहीं सोचना। तुमको ऐसे उस्ताद मिले हैं, उसका हाथ कभी लाइफ में छोड़ना नहीं। So this was Ravi Shankar's advice to me for Vilas Khatta. Just his magnanimity. और उनका हमारे लिए affection कह लो, whatever you want to say. एक दफा एयरपोर्ट पे मिल गए, मेरे को उनका हाथ में सितार था, मैंने दिया, अरे नहीं 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 अरविंद नहीं, मैंने सितार उनका लेकर के उनकी गाड़ी तक लेकर सितार रखा अंदर, तो मेरे को ऐसा करके देख कर जब भी तो तुम्हारा हाथ मीठा है। So I received lot of blessings from him from time to time. And भाई गुरु समान है तो समझ लो कि गुरु गुरु ही होता है
जी।
रविशंकर जी के लिए मेरे दिल में बहुत अफेक्शन, बहुत आदर है, और उनका मेरे में प्रेम था, वो भी मेरे को मालूम है।
जी जी। And there were a lot of important events in his life, lot of important concerts which you were a witness to. You were part of so many concerts which happened late 40s, early 50s. Let's speak of some of those where you were personally present and you were lucky either to be on stage on the Tanpura or you were in the audience to listen. Would like to know few incidents and few concerts which were really landmark, and people still talk about those concerts, speak about those concerts.
I don't know whether it is indiscreet on my part to talk about a concert which happened in New Delhi in 1952. I think you might have heard of it. It was a trio. Now, Gauravji, lot of rumors, all kinds of stories about this trio are floating around. I would like to rectify this impression and give you the absolutely correct version, because I had played Tanpura on that concert.
Oh, really?
So I was myself present throughout. You see, would you be interested in my telling you about the background?
Of course, and I'm sure
Yeah,
the
uncle. Yeah,
listeners
uncle.
will benefit.
Uncle.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are lucky that Maima, Mrs. Sukanya Shankar has joined this session. Uncle, as I promised that she will be there, so she is here. Sukanya Maima.
Achha. You see what happened, this 1952 April.
Yes,
Sorry.
we can see you and we can see Guruji also.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chinamma.
Namaskar ji.
Namaskar, Arvindji. How are you?
I'm very well. I'm privileged to have you on the show.
Oh, please, and we are so grateful that you've come on. Thank you so much.
No, but then, Lukansar ji, you must listen to this story which I have to tell
I
you.
would love to. Please tell us.
You see, originally, Sangeet Natak Academy had organized this recital, a festival,
Yeah.
in 1952 April.
Okay.
Vilas Khatta was invited to play a solo recital in that festival.
Okay.
So myself, my wife, her Bhavi and Vilas Khatta, all the four we had stayed in a hotel called Central Court Hotel in Delhi, Connaught Circle. In the evening, Nirmala Joshi, who was the secretary of Sangeet Natak Academy, had invited all the participating masters, great artists, for a cup of tea in Nirula restaurant in Delhi. खासा गए थे हम लोग, होटल में वेट कर रहे थे. After 2 hours he came back, was very disturbed. मैंने कहा साहब क्या बात हो गई? बोले यार देखो सब लोग सर हो गए, आलूदा भी उधर थे, अली अकबर खान साहब, और बोले तुम लोग डुएट बजाओ. मैंने कहा भैया मेरे बड़े भाई, I will not. और बोले अरविंद भाई मेरे से इधर उधर कुछ हो गई, I will never forgive myself. So I did not want to, Aluda did not want, but इतने सर हो गए हैं, so we are obliged to agree. अब ये बातें कर रहे थे, इसमें निर्मला जोशी आई, आके कहने लगी कि खान साहब गजब हो गया है. तो क्या हुआ है, पापा उधर थे दिल्ली में, इन्होंने कहा रविशंकर जी भी बजाएंगे. So it became a trio. And that is how this whole what shall I say, solo recital became into a trio. There were three. Tell me, I was playing the Tanpura, so I know firsthand. Even in the green room, there was so much camaraderie, so much affection, एक दूसरे के लिए रिस्पेक्ट था. प्रोग्राम बहुत अच्छी तरीके से चला, कोई उसमें ऐसी बात नहीं हुई. Now I'm with great hesitation I'm telling you the rumor. रूमर में ऐसा लिखा हुआ है कि विलास खान साहब ने एक ऐसी तान बजाई कि रविशंकर जी हार गए और वो चले गए और प्रोग्राम खत्म हुआ. This is completely a lie.
Oh, thank you.
I'm telling you it's a lie because Ravishankar ji and Vilayat Khan sahab met after the recital बड़ी अच्छी तरीके से, और we were to go to listen to Ravishankar ji's orchestra next day morning to All India Radio, which we had gone. We had had cup of tea, this, that, and the other. और Ravishankar ji in his very mischievous way tells Vilayat Khan sahab कि देखो विलास साहब, अपने को डुएट बजाना नहीं है फ्यूचर में. बोले हाँ पंडित जी बिल्कुल सही है. बोले मेरे को कोई पूछेगा तो मैं बोलूंगा कि आई एम रेडी, विलास खान की परमिशन लाओ. और तुम्हारे पास आया तो वही बोलना कि मैं रेडी हूँ, तो परमिशन लाओ. इट वॉज अ वेरी प्लेजेंट एंडिंग. अभी देखिए दुनिया है, विलास खान साहब के फॉलोअर ये कहेंगे खान साहब बहुत अच्छे बजाए, रविशंकर जी के फॉलो करके वो अच्छे बजाए, दो सब अच्छे बजाए. जरा स्पेसिफिक कंडीशन हो गई थी और एक प्रकार का बीच में दोनों साइड पे दो ग्रेट मास्टर बैठे हुए थे और किशन महाराज एक साइड में तबले में था और कंठे महाराज एक साइड में था. And all the full house Constitution Club was full of musicians. So there was this trio had nothing, no acrimony, no nothing, and nobody was defeated, nobody was winning. वैसे रविशंकर जी के लिए मेरे को बहुत बुरा लगा है. And I was very keen to give you the correct truth because I was playing Tanpura throughout, so I know.
This means a lot. It means a lot. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
तो हकीकत है, वो तो हकीकत ही रहेगी ना.
Correct, correct.
और भाई देखो रविशंकर जी ने हमारे साथ एक दिन, मैंने बहुत उनको कहा कि पंडित हमारे घर एक दिन आइए चाय पीने के लिए. तो बोले ओके, तो दिन फिक्स हो गया. अब इत्तेफाक से लिफ्ट बिगड़ गया उस दिन मेरे.
Arvind ji, can we have you speak in English, please?
English, okay.
Please, thank you.
See, he had kindly agreed to have a cup of tea with me at my residence. The day when he was to come in the evening, the lift in my building got spoiled. So I waited downstairs. तो पंडित जी आए तो मैंने कहा कि पंडित जी आप, मेरी apology है, there is a building, lift is not working and I am so sorry. You know what he said like this? अरविंद जपताल याद है तुमको? I said हाँ यार. मेरे को जपताल. बोले दिन ना मैं चढ़ जाऊंगा.
That's so like it.
3 floors he climbed up, you see.
Wow. Wow.
He was very kind to me. Every time I met him, he blessed me. और एक आध दो दिन हम जोक भी एक्सचेंज कर लेते थे. So these are some of the one more incident which I would like to repeat. So Kanyaji, today you have invited me here. It is a matter of great privilege and great honor for me.
We are so
Because
grateful.
I am nobody to speak on behalf of Ustad Vilayat Khan. But I would like you to hear what Vilayat Khan has said in one of his recordings, archival recordings. Khan Sahab ka हमने 27 hours का we had recorded him and in NCPA, and in one record he has said, Arvind bhai, khali don't think that the Sitar Gharana only was our Gharana. There are other Gharanas also. Pashupati Nath Mishra, he was also great Gharana. Alauddin Khan Sahab ने ध्रुपद सरोज का इतना काम किया कि मैं क्या बोलूं. And I must also tell you, मेरे दिल में रविशंकर जी के लिए बहुत इज्जत है, और तुम मेरे को पूछो क्यों? I said yes, Khan बोले he is original.
Uh-huh.
Aw. Aw, how sweet. How sweet, how sweet.
That was Khan साहब. He you see, तो है ना कि अब लोग बिगाड़ते हैं सब एटमॉस्फेयर. बाकी मेरे सामने तो they were always talking. It is always what shall I say, professional rivalry होती है. लेकिन I can tell you as far as the trial is concerned, इस सरासर झूठ है कि रविशंकर जी तान नहीं बजा सके और उठ गए, और ये lie. Everyone played well that day, and it was a great friendship afterwards. That day we also met and all that. There is one more incident. I am a little hesitant to say this, but once I was sitting in my office and suddenly there was a knock and I opened. Ravi Shankar ji was there. अरे मैंने पंडित जी क्या बात है, आप मेरे ऑफिस कैसे आ गए? बोले यार अरविंद ने तुम्हारा काम पढ़ रहा है. Then he told me there was some problem. So you can solve that problem, Arvind. मेरे साथ चलो. So I went with him. I don't want to talk about the problem, but I solved the problem.
Yeah, it's fine. Please, there was some criminal case or something like that, financial case or something like that at that time, I think.
You want me to tell you the problem?
Yeah, you can, please.
Okay. You see, Ravi Shankar ji was at that time making music for Discovery of India. I am told that in that group, there was a dancer called Shanti Bardhan.
Yes, I've heard the name.
And Ravi Shankar ji's brother, Devendra Shankar, was the treasurer.
Yeah.
अभी शांति बर्धन और देवेंद्र शंकर के बीच में कुछ अनबन हो गई. तो शांति बर्धन ने filed a criminal case against Devendra Shankar. So somebody to sign a bail. तो बोले अरविंद भाई एस्टेट कोर्ट में सब चल रहा है और इनकम टैक्स भरने वाला तो तुम इधर हो, मेरे साथ चलो. So I went there, signed the thing. Devendra Shankar ji was released and everything. Then I went to Ravi Shankar ji ke saath mein VT station. I went. So I also went in the station to see him off. Chalte, he stopped and he said, "Arvind, ये bench पे बैठो." मैं बैठा और उनके साथ. बोले तुमने बहुत बड़ा मेरा काम कर दिया है. And I don't know what. In return, I say, आप आशीर्वाद दीजिए, that is enough. He said, no. Can you believe he taught me a bandish of Gunji Kangra sitting on the bench in the VT station. Now that shows such privileges I have had. So that was एक और before I end, अभी और कुछ पूछना है आपको?
Which year was that, Arvind ji?
I can't now. I was sitting in the old office, so must be around 60s. You see, because I started my business with a staff of 8 people with my father, and in 10 years I had 1,500 people working for me. I had 51 offices all over India. And you know DHL? You know DHL?
DHL, yeah.
So we were partners. I was the chairman of this company.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so here मेरे को ध्यान नहीं है, लेकिन must be late 50s or Discovery of India कब था वो आप check करिए ना.
जी.
So you will be able to.
Yeah, sure. Thank you.
अभी if you I had made some notes. एक दफा न्यूयॉर्क में मिला था मैं उनको. He was kind enough to invite me for a cup of tea, which was a great honor for me. And then He was in a little dead mood. मैंने बोला पंडित जी क्या बात है? बोले यार देखो कुछ नया करते हैं तो बोले बिगाड़ देते हो, कुछ नया नहीं कर रहा तो स्टैग्नेंट हो गए, ये कैसी बात है? तो पंडित जी मैं तो छोटा हूँ, बड़ी के बारे में क्या बोल सकता हूँ? I cannot say anything. No, but this is, he was upset about something, I don't know what. But we started discussing and then he explained what is the difference between a cup of tea and a cup of coffee. Anyway, so that was another incident with the notes which I have made. I'm going through it again. New York. Yes, there is another very important thing I want to, especially because Sukanta ji is there. Once Ravi Shankar ji invited me through my student Deepak Raja कि अरविंद को बोलना कि जब दिल्ली आए तो हमको मिलने को आए. So it was fixed and I went to meet him to pay my respects to him. Gaurav, you believe me, he was standing at the door to receive me. How? I mean, मैं शर्मिंदा हो गया बहुत. मैंने बोला पंडित जी आप तकलीफ इसमें. Then he and Sugandha जी उनको याद होगा, दोनों ने मिलकर के पूरी एकेडमी में मेरे को घुमा करके सब all the facilities मेरे को बताया. Now this shows his greatness. So these are some of the incidents, my interactions with him, and सुकन्या जी के साथ बात करूं एक सेकंड.
Yes,
Can I talk to her for a minute?
of course.
She's here. She's listening to you. She's listening to you.
I'm here.
नहीं, सुकन्या जी, I feel that these two great masters, I represent. Okay, I cannot say represent. I belong to Etava Gharana. Now I have a feeling that Gharana system is a very, very important because it is nothing but specialization. Now, Ravi Shankar ji specialized in a particular path. Vilayat Sahib specialized in a particular path. And these are the two well-known gharanas. There are others, no doubt. Why should we not make some effort to? I'll tell you what I did a year before last. हमारी गुरु पूर्णिमा में मैंने मंजूबेन मेहता को बजाने के लिए बुलाया. Actually, I had invited him in a seminar. तो बोले नहीं सेमिनार में नहीं, मैं तो गुरु पूर्णिमा में आई है. So you know his style, her style. बोले मैं आऊंगी और बजाऊंगी भी. तो बहुत अच्छी बात है. So she came and played and it was such a fine atmosphere. Similarly, last year we invited Purvaya. So he also came and so Mayur and Etava, could we not do something? I'm not talking of this specifically to Gharana. The Gharana में अच्छाई भी है, बुराई भी है. लेकिन I think पढ़े लिखे लोगों को हमको acrimony remove करनी चाहिए.
Totally.
हाँ, this is what I feel. We are already almost 93 now. So अभी I must tell you a little.
You look great, Arunji.
That's right.
But I must tell you a story about this 93. We were all told that over 90, over 85, सबने बोला कि भाई हम लोग बैठे हैं डिपार्चर लाउंज में, सबको बोर्डिंग कार्ड भी हाथ में है, अभी फ्लाइट अनाउंस होगी तो फिर जाने का टाइम आ जाएगा.
Don't ever.
सुनिए, इतने में हमारे एक फ्रेंड आ गया. बोले क्यों सब क्या बात है? मैंने बोला भाई अभी वेट कर रहे हैं फ्लाइट अनाउंसमेंट की. अरे बोले तुमको मालूम है तुम्हारी बुकिंग है वो किंगफिशर में और द फ्लाइट इज कैंसल्ड. तो कहने का मतलब ये है कि वी आर स्टिल ऑल हियर and I am in good health fortunately and it's a pleasure to talk to you and
Same here. Same here.
Pleasure, absolutely.
Gaurav, anything more?
And
Yeah.
I must mention here that, you know, whenever Guruji spoke, he spoke very highly. He really had a lot of, because for your contribution to music, the amount of work you have done for music. And I remember personally having, once we were having talim in the same place where you visited, the center, the Ravi Shankar Center in Delhi. And Guruji was very upset that morning. And in between he stopped, then he says, listen, I don't think I can play. I need to call. Vilayat Bhai is very ill and he is in Bombay. And he called. I'm sure you'll remember that incident when Khan Sahib was, I mean, these were, I think, his last days in Bombay. And how upset Guruji was and how affected he was, because he really loved him. And that other one, Chinnamma, if you remember, the CD Fort concert, where Guruji came to listen to Khan Sahib. And midway, Khan Sahib stopped his concert because he found out that Guruji is there, and how beautifully he spoke. And after the concert, of course, Guruji went on stage and they met. It was so nice to see both of them together, confirming what you just said earlier. And most important, in 1986, when Guruji was going to have his bypass surgery, I will never forget, one afternoon, Guruji had already left for New York for his bypass surgery. And the bell rang in the afternoon. We opened, it was Khan Sahib. And he came and he said, I've heard that Bangla te uni bollen ki Raghudat shorir bhalo nahi, he's not well. Where is he? So then we mentioned, oh, he left a few days back. Oh, I didn't know that. And he sat there for maybe half an hour. He was with few of his friends. And it was so nice that I said, Khan Sahib, it's so nice to see you. I'm sure Guruji would love to, you know, hear from you. And those days we didn't know how to call or where to reach. It was 86. I brought a letterhead pad and he wrote such a beautiful letter for Guruji. It must be with the archive, Chinnamma. And he said, give him my best wishes and I'm sure he'll be fine. And how concerned he was. I mean, both of them for each other. This is something which I mean, you have seen much more, of course, because of your the sheer expanse of your years you have spent with both these people, both Khan Sahib and Guruji. You know,
I agree. You must know that among these three greats, Ravi Shankar ji, Ali Akbar Khan Sahib, and Vilayat Khan Sahib was the youngest.
yes.
Yeah.
And see, today we are all indebted to him. 60 long years, I had the privilege of being his student. And I mean, I'm happy to say and proud to say that he treated me like his brother, like his son, whatever you want to call it. And we had a wonderful relationship, both as a student, both as an administrator for him, and also as a friend. Well, yeah, chalo ghumne chala, you know, that kind of attitude. Now, as far as we are concerned, just imagine the vacuum that has been created. All these great ones have gone away. And I don't know the next generation, what level they will be reaching, I don't know. Today we had, in the evening at 5 o'clock, Guru Purnima, Zoom meeting between our students. I'm happy to tell you, I've got 47 students who are learning at the moment. About 13, 14 of them are playing all over India. They're all performers, in other words. दूसरे में there are some ladies and all. तो खान साहब की जो एक वो हमने विलायत खानी परिवार बनाया है, और विलायत खानी परिवार आगे कैसे चले आफ्टर मी, उसकी भी कोशिश कर रहे हैं हम लोग. तो एनीवे, रविशंकर जी के लिए आपने मेरे को बुलाया. I consider it a matter of great privilege and great honor. And Suganya ji, I was that's a greater honor still. And I'm very, very happy and very, very indebted to her for the discussions I could have with her.
Thank
Yes.
you. My
Grateful
pranam.
that you came on. And it's Gaurav and Nabarun who are doing all the work. And I'm so grateful that you came on. So grateful that you could clear some of these misunderstandings. And I truly, from my heart, believe the great musicians, they wouldn't be so great if they had petty minds. They were great people, great musicians. It's the people around who made all this mess, and you know,
I know.
we still continue. It's so unfortunate, you know.
लेकिन they have nothing better to do, you know. So
Totally.
Correct. Thank you. My pranams to you.
Pranam to uncle, to you. Thank you for coming in the show and sharing your experience with Pandit Ravi Shankar ji. Hope we will meet soon once again. This pandemic is over. And thank you so much for this session to all the peoples. Gauravda, Maima especially, you came here. It was honored for us. And to the viewers of Pandit Ravi Shankar Music Foundation, be tuned at 10 p.m. just an hour after this for the Guru Purnima celebration with Sukanya Maima, Anushka, and all the disciples of Panditji. So once again, be tuned at 10 p.m. sharp Indian time today. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
bye.
To everybody.
Namaskar. Namaskar.
Namaste.